Hello YouTube and good morning. Well, let's look at the utter stupidity on this sign right here. I don't know how well you guys can see this because the sun angle's kind of pointed right at this. For sale, for redevelopment, excellent highway visibility. This site right by 75 and Needmore Road in Harrison Township was the site of the former Dayton Executive Hotel, which I filmed the inside of that hotel about 9 months ago. They put up a big fuss about it. It was called Dayton's biggest eyesore. I'm hoping that this video is going to turn out okay because the sun angle's kind of in the way this morning, but this property is, I guess it said around 9 acres. You know, there's all, you know, you hear all this kind of stuff from the people at Harrison Township, and they said, we want the property to be a revenue producing property. Well, you know what? There's a lot of stuff I want. There's a lot of stuff you want. But you can't always get what you want. But you get what you need. Like a Rolling Stone says, you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. And, you know, when I filmed this hotel last year, the inside of it was abandoned for about 6 or 7 years prior to it being torn down. And they put up and there was a lot of legal controversy, a lot of legal wrangling about it for years. Some so-called out-of-town investor bought it, and they tore down the property about 2 or 3 months ago. And it was, you know, they fought with the old owners for like 3 or 4 years over the delinquent property taxes. So they think, you know, they're talking about all various things to redevelop it. They have all these stupid fascinations because of the hype, because of the casino, which is only about half a mile away from here, or the with the casino here and the highway being here, that this is such a great location. You have to really question that, you know. And also, why didn't they remove the water from here? This is where, you know, I believe this is where all the water was at years ago. Where the water was at were underneath, because the hotel part of the business, it had a lot of damage underneath. So why didn't they fill this in with dirt and remove this water? They got all this dirt sitting here, but they never did use it to fill it in. So, you know, like I said, there's a lot of things you want that I want and everybody else wants, but you can't always get what you want. And this area, I mean, it's not good, but it's not really bad. There's worse parts of town than Harrison Township or Northridge, but it's not really what I would consider a go-to destination for business. And of course, they talk about things like all restaurants, hotels, just all kinds of stupidity on stuff that we don't even need. You know, so what would be the point of putting up another hotel here when the previous one already flopped? You know, for whatever reason it may be, because if this property was that great, somebody would have came in with some money years ago and bought it or tore it down before the city and the county in Harrison Township had to get involved in all the legal fighting, you know, because they said this property was such a huge eyesore, you know, all the other stuff, you know. So it was a huge, you know, legal fight over this. So, you know, what do you guys think about this? I think you guys pretty well know my thoughts on the commercial real estate, unless we're adding something like medical or IT or something for research. We don't need this for any more hotels, restaurants. office space, you know, restaurants. If, you know, if they want to redevelop it for some kind of corporate headquarters, something that doesn't rely on consumer discretionary spending, I'm all for it. You could tell there is some possibilities with this location because it is visible off the highway, but I really don't think that really means very much. But it might be okay to get this property to fly per se, but there's better areas than this, I mean, to develop it, and I just don't know how visible this is long term. But that's it for this one.